Understanding what your users are doing as well is also a massive part of establishing a POC. When I ran IT departments, I've run as a sysadmin, as an IT manager in previous lives as well. I had an understanding of what I thought my users were doing. I believe, finance users, they live in, Sage all day. They run reports in Excel. They do this, they do that. My sales teams, they're always on the web, using the CRM tool. They're doing this, they're doing that. Have an understanding of what tools they're actually using. A lot of that is guessing, and a lot of that is assumption based. It's based on anecdotes. It's based on what our understanding of what work happens within our organizations actually happens. So having a deeper understanding and being able to remove assumptions is essential to understanding what your users are doing, so how you can plan going forward what service you need to give your users. We all know resources are a constraint to any point. If you give a user a laptop, they're going to fill it full of Chrome tabs. They're going to open Teams, open Outlook, have everything up and running at the same time. User behavior will get you into a mess potentially. So education is obviously key to this as well. But understanding working patterns and how people operate. The Margaret in accounts isn't going to change the way that she operates because you're limiting the resources she has at her disposal. She's just going to get frustrated that she can't have 15 Chrome tabs open with all her shortcuts and a picture of her cat in the background, giving her the optimal working experience for her. This is how she works. So limiting resources and understanding what resources people are using is another big part of what we're trying to achieve here in getting a full comprehensive understanding of what your users are doing. So we use tools like this Lakeside tool. So Lakeside provide this tool called SysTrack, which will go into a lot of detail and understand what your users are doing. So it will monitor activities. It will say, yep, I'm logging in the morning, I open Outlook, I open Teams, I send emails all morning, I catch up with my day, plan my day. Okay, then I need to write a report, so I break out into words, I do this, that, the other. I then need to log some service management components into the CRM tool on an Edge browser. So it will constantly monitor what I'm doing day in, day out. I might go for lunch at 12 o'clock, go and walk my dog one day. The next day I might have a meeting at 12 o'clock and I might do it at 1 o'clock, or my patterns change based on what my work is. It's not regimented. We don't clock in, we don't clock out the same day in, day out, or some people do, but it's understanding what our work patterns are and when we're busy, when we're not busy. Like at the moment I'm on a conference call, I'm on a webinar, so all my resources are kind of minimized. I haven't got loads and loads of resources consuming consuming other resources there to incur cost. So my work pattern varies daily. Your work pattern will vary daily, and all of your organization's work pattern will vary based on what it is you're actually doing there. But this tool will go through and give you an understanding of patterns of behavior and understand when at the end of the month finance are busy. Okay, that's an assumption we've made because they've got lots of reports. Let's actually demonstrate that with metrics and with data, so that we're removing the assumptions, we're removing the guesses. We can actually see that in a report, a metric driven analysis of what's happening within our environment. So this will sit alongside your workers, and it will passively understand what's going on in your environment. It's not a snooping tool. It's not there to define productivity. It's there to understand what is running in your environment, what software is being used, how the software is being used, what license entitlement you're currently using and what you've currently got, things like that, just to understand how we can make sure your users are given the right tools to do their job going forward, and establishing ultimately a proof of concept to validate some of these ideas as well.